Just use the raise hand function to ask your questions, and we'll get them to you. So at this time, I'll turn it over to Coach Oats for an opening statement.
Yeah, I mean, really pleased with our effort. Pretty rusty on the offensive end, to be honest with you. But usually, you've got an exhibition, a close scrimmage, everything to get yourself ready. We didn't have that. So it's the first time we played against anybody else, first time we played in front of anybody. So maybe to be expected, to shoot 7 out of 31, we only shot 22% from three and to still put up 81. It's not bad. We're going to shoot a lot better than that, I think, from here on out. But, missed a lot at the rim. Didn't really get our pace we wanted until midway through the second half. But all in all, we set a record here for blue-collar points. We keep track of that stuff. We had 151 and a half. Herb Jones led the team. We were taking charges on the floor for loose balls, getting deflections. I thought our energy on that side of the ball was really good. We gave up too many old boards, but I think they only had 9 second-chance points, so we weren't letting them score off the old boards where we had 23 second-chance points. So happy for Shaq. First double-double in his career. Should he had 9 rebounds at the half. I thought his effort was great, and he wasn't scoring it a ton or in the first half. But I told our guys, let's not worry about the offense so much as let's just play hard, and he definitely did that. Really happy for JQ. He's first game here. His birthday's today, so had 18. I thought he looked great out of the gate. Kind of kept us in there offensively in the first half when we were struggling. So thought there were a lot of good things to look at, and hopefully, the offense flows a lot better on Monday.
Thank you, Coach. We'll go ahead and take questions. We'll go ahead and start with Drew Darman. Go ahead, Drew. Drew, you're good. Go ahead, Drew. Okay, let's go back to Drew. We'll go ahead and start with Tyler Martin. Go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, Coach Oates. Just want to hear from you about James Rojas, what he did for you guys tonight, making an impact off the bench. What did he provide for you guys tonight?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing he provides is toughness. That's the best thing he does is play tough, rebounds, drives the ball hard, gives us some physicality. A skilled guy at that 4 spot. He ended up with 8.7 rebounds. He hit the 1-3, but I think he's going to be a guy that doesn't always show up on this stat line right here. It's more blue-collar type stuff, just a mentality that he brings to the team. So I was happy. He looked great with his knee, too. You can tell he's back. He feels like he's 100%. He's playing hard. He's driving the ball. And I think he got a little tired on the one dunk attempt where he missed. But I love Roe. I love his toughness. He's going to bring a lot to us this year.
All right, next question. We'll go to Mike Rodak.
Yeah, Nate, what do you think you got underneath in this game between Alex and Jordan? You just mentioned Rojas as well, just the sort of the big men that they had and how you matched up.
You know what? I thought we struggled a little bit. I think maybe Bruner's getting used to the pace and the system a little bit. He only got 16 minutes, and we played a little smaller at times when they were playing Rube at the 5 and put Rojas at the 5. I think with some of these other teams we're going to play, high majors, we maybe won't be afforded that luxury to do that. But, neither one of them were bad. I think they both missed shots that they're, I think Reese was 0 for 4 and Bruner was 0 for 3 from 3. I mean, they're 2 of our better shooters. So hopefully moving forward, we instead of 0 for 7, we go 3 for 7 between the 2 of those. But some of that's first game jitters, getting your legs back under you. So they missed a few shots. I thought rebound-wise, they got to get a few more rebounds. Bruner ended up with 4 and Reese with 1. Keon Ambrose came in, played hard for us. He's going to give us some energy too. But, kind of between Reese, Bruner, Rojas, and Keon, I like our rotation. I like our depth with those, and I think they'll get better as it goes on. And this is a team that we played that really pounds it in, tries to kill you inside. So, you look at their starting 4 and 5. I mean, Huffman only ended up with 2 points, and Ngamezi ended up with 8. So they had 10 combined. So, they didn't get that much inside. So I thought defensively they were pretty good. I thought Bruner gave us a presence and a block in there. It just kind of gave us some rim protection there.
All right, we'll go ahead and try Drew again. Drew, can you hear me? You're up.
Yes, Coach. I wanted to know what did you think of overall Javon Quinerly's first game? I know he was anxious to play, but he really, I thought, played with a lot of pace and he had great decision making and shot the ball well.
I was really happy with his game. I thought, obviously his first game starting, his first game playing significant minutes, in a long time. I thought he was good. I didn't think he forced anything. I thought he took what the defense gave him. Thought he got in the paint, finished at the rim, hit some threes, and he's been shooting the ball great for us. I think he's going to end up with a lot more assists. When we just, our flow on offense wasn't where we needed it to be. Our pace wasn't where we wanted it to be. We'll get better at that. We'll play a little faster. We'll get our flow better. But as far as what he shooting in the first half, we had a hard time scoring, and he kind of kept us in there. So I was really happy with what he gave us.
Next question, Tony Sukalis.
Yeah, Coach, the other day you talked about defense. You were able to hold them to 28%, and I think 20 turnovers. What did you see from your defense tonight?
Way better than last year. I mean, it's been a huge point of emphasis for us really since the summer, since the spring, to be honest with you. When they allowed us the capability to go through Zooms with our guys, when they weren't allowed on in the gym, workouts, we were shut down everything. We had Zooms. We started doing defensive breakdowns way back then, showing them we just took one concept at a time, and rebounding, transition D, ball screen D, in the gaps. We had every week new defensive concept we put together, showed them, starting way back last spring and the summer, the fall, then we start real practice. We've been on them. So I think our personnel allows us to be better with more length, athleticism, and guys that want. Plus, we're deeper, so you can hold more guys accountable. If they aren't going to guard, we can get them out, get somebody in that will guard. So, I mean, I think you saw it, though. Like, you saw Shaq's effort. I mean, Shaq obviously scored it at a high level last year as a freshman. A lot of freshmen struggled defensively coming into college, and he had some of those struggles. He got better as the year went on. I think his defense was great. I mean, he took the charge on the ball. He really got into guys. Quinerly's defense is much improved, and obviously I think Herb's one of the top 5 defenders in the country, if not the best. So Petty's right there. So I thought our defense was really good. It's going to have to be even better against Stanford on Monday.
We have time for another question or two if there are any more. Let's go to Tyler Martin.
Yeah, Nate, you were kind of muted at first. I think we might have missed it. Who got the hard hat tonight?
Herb had 35. We set a record here at Alabama. We had 151 and a half as a team, which is, our goal is usually 120. So we hit it out of the park on that stuff with the charges and loose balls and rebounds. And, even, you saw Bruner get on the floor and tap one up. We hit the 3 off it. So I thought the blue-collar stuff really got us. Herb dove on the floor. We got the ball, got out in the break. Rojas hit that 3 in the first half. Some of those blue-collar plays really turned into some offensive plays for us tonight.
Okay, last question. We'll go to Drew DeArmond to finish it up.
Coach, I wanted to ask you really quickly about the Maui shootout coming up in Asheville, North Carolina. I know you probably haven't started studying them as much, but what about the matchup with Stanford and Jared Haas?
You know what? My assistants have been looking at a lot of that. I kind of make it a practice not to look ahead to the next team before we finish this one so I don't get my mind cluttered. But I'm going to start, if not tonight, tomorrow morning. I know Stanford a little bit. I mean, they're well coached. You guys should know him from his time at UAB here in the state of Alabama. So he does a good job. They're going to play fast. He plays that North Carolina system. They're a little bit more interior post up, and he runs some ball screen stuff. And they got the freshman. I think I saw in the latest mock draft. I think he was 5th in the draft for next year. So they're talented. I think hopefully we're just as talented and maybe a little deeper. I'm hoping, but I haven't got to study them a whole lot. But it's going to be a good game. We're going to get 3 good games. After we get Stanford, possibility of playing North Carolina or UNLV, and then there's 4 good teams on the other side. So, however it goes there, we're going to get 3 really good games here. Back to back to back, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
All right, thank you, Coach. That's all for Coach Oats. We'll go ahead and bring Jaden Shackelford and Javon Quinerly here shortly.